Okay, Lieutenant Edwards, if you can update us, have you made entry to the car, or what's the latest?
Well, at this time, the incident has been resolved. Our tactical unit approached the vehicle, breached the door, and they found an individual deceased inside the car.
Do you believe that he took his own life?
Unfortunately, the shot that we heard earlier this morning was the individual committing suicide.
Do you have any idea at this point an age or where he works or any other information?
Well, at this time, we do know it was a male and possibly in his late 30s at this time. That's the only information we have at this time. And again, our medics showed up after we found him in that situation. We were able to allow the medics to render some type of aid, and they made the call as far as him being deceased on the scene.
Do we know yet? I know earlier it was looking like he came here, he was recently fired. Have we been able to confirm any of that yet?
Well, what we do know, he worked for the company MBA Structural Engineering, and he was just recently terminated on yesterday.
And how did you find that out? Was that, again, I know we were talking about Carla earlier. How did I see you walking around, police officers? How were you able to investigate and figure out exactly what led him here today?
Well, he came to his employment and parked in a parking deck, and one of his co-workers notified police and basically told us what they saw, that they saw his truck that was in this location.
Has his family been notified yet?
Not at this time.
It looks like maybe starting to clear up, or the road's back open. What do people need to know as far as, driving and traffic down here?
Well, right now, even though the incident has been resolved, the investigation is continuing. There's a lot of questions that we have as it relates to what took place prior to here, and a little bit more information on as it relates to what led up to this. So the investigation is still ongoing.
Did you say his family has not been notified?
That's correct. That's correct.
And as far as, investigation, what's next? What's still left? You already touched on it, but what's left over? What still needs to be kind of figured out, and what's next in your investigation?
Well, right now, again, we're still processing the scene. We're still doing our investigation. We actually will probably get an opportunity to talk a little bit more to his former employer and actually be able to kind of paint a picture of actually what led up to this particular incident this morning.
I know that from the beginning it kind of sounded like this might be the resolution, but still, police closed down the area. We saw SWAT teams out here.
Correct.
Can you talk a little bit about why it's important, no matter what that call is, person with a gun in downtown Birmingham to treat it like you did?
When we get a call with a person with a gun in downtown Birmingham, we take all the necessary precautions. We'll set a perimeter. We'll make sure we don't have citizens that be able to come in and have access in and out. We want to make sure that all the citizens are protected and safe until police officers are able to actually rectify the situation.
Does anyone have any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much, Lieutenant Edwards.
Okay. Thank you.